Hey everybody, this is Nick Dempsey from Conquest Chronicles. I just want to take a second today to talk to you about how Juju Smith-Schuster fits with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Juju had a great career at USC. He was taken second round by the Steelers, and honestly, I think it's a wonderful fit. I know a lot of Steelers fans out there wanted some help in the secondary, particularly at cornerback, but Juju checks a lot of boxes. It seems like he wasn't a smart pick because they're pretty loaded on the depth chart. They got Antonio Brown and Bryant and Eli Rogers, and Sammy Coates is coming off a hernia surgery, and he's got a bit of a hand situation going on too. But right off the bat, Juju Smith-Schuster probably comes in as wide receiver 3. And I know a lot of folks are thinking, why do you don't necessarily want to take a second round pick on a wide receiver 3. I think in the future he's probably a number 2 guy for the Steelers. But right now he probably comes in at a 4. Will probably overtake the 3 spot once the season starts. But here's the thing. The Steelers' wide receiver 3 last year had 66 targets. So if Juju comes in at 3, he's going to get plenty of opportunities to rack up the stats. So he should have a pretty good rookie season with the Steelers. Another thing, one of the many reasons why I like this is because the Steelers kind of struggled on third down efficiencies. They were only 12th, which sounds pretty good, but this is a Super Bowl caliber team. They've got a roster that should be competing for the Super Bowl. They went to the AFC Championship last year, came up short. 12th on third down efficiency is just not going to cut it. They were also 16th in red zone efficiency. That is absolutely not going to cut it. If you'll recall, they beat the Chiefs last year in the playoffs, kicking nothing but field goals. That's not going to win you championships. I'm sorry, it's just not. They were actually behind the Cleveland Browns last season in red zone efficiency. That is not really a sentence you can say and expect to win a Super Bowl. So they've brought in a guy who they're an offense that loves to run the ball. They are struggling on red zone efficiency, and they're not the greatest on third down efficiency. So they brought in a wide receiver who is excellent at run blocking, should really help out Le'Veon Bell next season. Downfield run support. He's a very physical guy. He can do some blocking for you for sure. He's an excellent sure-handed target in traffic, and if it's 3rd and 8 and you got to move the ball, he is a great target to go to, especially if he's coming in at wide receiver 3. He's not going to be double teamed like he was in college. He's going to have his opportunities there on third down, and then in the red zone. One of the biggest Achilles heels for this Steelers team was they were not good at scoring touchdowns in the red zone, and they just brought in quite possibly the best red zone wide receiving target out of this entire draft. So the fact is he checks so many boxes that the Steelers need. And again, I know a lot of Steelers fans wanted a cornerback. They wanted some pass help. And I get that. But this guy, Juju Smith-Schuster, is coming into a great situation. I think he's going to absolutely win every Steelers fan who wanted a cornerback over within his first year. And quite frankly, I think Juju Smith-Schuster is going to have a great NFL career with the Steelers. They generally tend to do pretty well with developing rookies. I mean, you just look at a lot of the young guys they've picked who have turned out to be great, even early on. And at a wide receiver 3 for the Steelers should get him 60-plus targets. And Juju doesn't drop a lot of passes, so he could have, 50-plus receptions in his rookie season, which is a very good start. It's also great that he's going to a playoff contender, possibly a Super Bowl contender, and he's going to be able to contribute right away. I love this move both for Juju's sustained NFL career, and I love this move for the Steelers' hopes of getting to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying drafting Juju is going to get him over the top, but he checks a lot of boxes that they needed. This was a great move. I think it's going to prove very wise in the future, even if maybe some of the Steelers fans weren't super thrilled about it. But Juju Smith-Schuster is probably going to do great things for the Steelers, so it should be very exciting.